Guys, in this video, I'll be talking about how to use a trend line. I know you must have heard how to draw a trend line basically, and I know you must have heard of trend line and their significance in trading and how to use them in trading. But then, this video is going to focus on drawing trend line, perfect or the correct trend line, how to do that, and maybe later we'll talk about how to use them to trade. But basically in this video we'll be talking about how to draw a trend line. Before we talk about how to draw a trend line, let's talk about what trend line is actually. So trend lines are easily recognizable lines that traders draw on charts to connect a series of prices together or show some data's best fit. So trend line, what we do with trend line on the chart is that we use it to connect a series of points on the chart together. So let's say for example, the market is trending up like this. The market starts from this place and it starts trending up like this, then it comes back like this, then it go like this, then like this, then like this, then like this, then like you see that anytime the market comes to this zone, this place, you see that anytime the market comes to this area, it bounces and start going up again. So this line that I just draw to show you that the market has always, when the market is going up, it has always come to this area to respect it. This line is called a trend line. So we use this line on the chart to show that there's a particular part or point on your chart and in a trend that whenever the market comes to this area, it respects it and bounces up and go and start moving up again. And when you have a downtrend, this is an example for an uptrend. When you have a downtrend, something like this, where's my brush? So something like this, and the market comes down and comes up again, then comes down, then comes up, then comes down. You see that overall the market is coming down, but whenever it comes down, it makes a pullback. We call it a pullback. So the market will come down a little bit, make a pullback, come down again, make a pullback. So now all these areas, we can draw a trend line to connect all these points. So let me just draw it this way. Let me delete it. Let's draw it this way. You can draw a trend line to connect these places, because anytime the market has come to that place, it respects it. So now this trend line is going to serve as an area of value for you on the chart, so that when you are trading, whenever price comes to that place, you'll be looking for the reaction. So let's say whenever price comes back from this place, so whenever price comes back, let me use the arrow instead, from this place back to this place, you'll be looking for reaction. And what reaction are you going to be looking for? What is the trend? The trend is an uptrend. The market is going up. And when the market is going up, you want to be buying. When the market is going down, you want to be selling. You understand? So now when you come to this place, you'll be looking for buying signals that will tell you, okay, now the market is ready to go up again, go and buy. You get? But if the market does not do that and the market breaks below it, then you know that the market has come to clear some liquidity that is around this place, and the market might continue going down. I said might continue going down. So now, anytime the market comes to the trend line, to this area, it's just an area where something has happened in the past and something is likely going to happen in the future. Same as this chart. So whenever this market comes up again to this area of value, then you'll be looking for what's going to happen at that area. So, and you know this market is a downtrend, and when the market is going down, you want to be shorting the market. So when you get to this area, you'll be looking for opportunity for the market to short again and start coming down. So that is what trend line is all about. That is what a trend line is all about. So now, how do you draw? Let's go back to our note and see if there is something we also can learn. So now, key takeaways: trend line indicate the best fit of some data using a single line or a curve. A single trend line can be applied to a chart to give a clearer picture of the trend. Yes, this line is going to give you a clearer picture of the trend, telling you this trend is going up or this trend is coming down. You understand? So that's that about trend line. So now let's talk about how to draw a trend line effective. Let's go to our chart. Let's go to a real chart. Let me delete everything we have here and start afresh. So now, good. So now, if you look at this market, you will see that at this point that I'm showing you right here on my screen, the market is going up, it's trending up. You can see. So now you can connect a trend line from this point to this point. Yes, or you can just adjust it here. No, it's perfect we put it this way, because no matter how we try to adjust it, it won't get that second touch. So you can just adjust the market. So it's showing that anytime the market comes back to this trend, it respects the trend, and the market is likely to go up until it breaks below the trend line. So at this point, you can see that the market broke below the trend line and started a new movement to the downside. So that's what the trend line is. And now, how do you draw a trend line? The first point, the higher time frame will always produce the most reliable trend line. Yes, when you draw a trend line on higher time frames, higher time frames are time frames like monthly time frame, weekly time frame, and daily time frame. And also for some people, 4 hours is a higher time frame for some kind of traders, maybe day traders or scalpers. So higher time frame is the best place to draw a trend line, so that you are going to see the big picture of what's happening in the market. If you don't understand what higher time frame is and stuff like this, there's a video I made about how to use candlesticks, and I explained all this time frame in this video. Find a link around this video to watch. Find a link in the description box or the description below to watch that particular video. So now, note that the best thing is to draw your trend lines on a higher time frame. That's the first thing. The second thing is, most trend lines you come across will have some overlap from the high or the low of the candle. But what's important is getting the most touches possible without cutting through the body of the candle. So now, in this kind of scenario, we try to get one touch here, then the second touch here, then the third touch here, without cutting through the body of the candle, even though there is a break at this point. But then we can just leave the trend line to be like this. So it got one touch here, then the second touch at this point. So we can look at another chart. Let's look at chart of GBP USD. Let's look at the chart of GBP USD let's look at on the weekly time frame. Let's look at GBP USD on the weekly time frame. You can see this is a trend line. So this trend line is connecting the price from this place to this place. So anytime price comes to this area of trend line, there is a reversal or a rejection. So the price respects this trend line at this point and also at this point. So the point is that for you to have a trend line, there must be at least 2 price rejection or reversal. At least 2 touches. Let me put it that way. There must be at least 2 touches. So let's say if this trend line can be extended to not really perfect, but it's still an area of value for the price at this point. So we can just leave it like that, or we leave it as we have drawn it previously. So that's how to draw a trend line. But one thing about trend line is that don't force trend line. If you look at your chart and you don't have an opportunity to draw a trend line, please don't force a trend line. For example, let's go into some different charts and see if we'll be able to draw a trend line. So those are some of the charts I have analyzed previously. You can see that At this point, there is an opportunity for you to draw a trend line to connect price movement like this. That's another area. Here is a perfect trend line. That is a perfect trend line. You can see that we have one touch here. You have one touch here, the second touch here, and the third touch here before the price broke down to the downside. So that's how to draw a perfect trend line. Don't force anything when it comes to trend line. And also on this chart, you can simply put a trend line. I think from here, let's see. Once you try to put a trend line on your chart to trade with a trend line, and you see that it's not making any sense. Yes, this is a good example of a trend line. Yes, perfect. You can see this is the first touch, this is the second touch, and this is the third touch. But once you put a trend line on your chart and you see that your chart, there is no opportunity of putting a trend line or trading with the trend line, then don't force it. These things should be simple and straightforward, not to be forced. If you are enjoying this video, I would like you to do something very important for me. Put a comment in the comment section and say trend line. Just type trend line in the comment section so that I get to know that people watching this video are following what I'm teaching. Just put it right now and type trend line in the comment section. Do that right away. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's go. So let's continue. So that's how to draw a trend line. So let's go back to our. So now the third point is that never try to force a trend line to fit. If it doesn't fit the chart, then it isn't valid and is therefore not worth having your chart. Not worth having on your chart. So if you try to force a trend line, you will end up having incorrect trades. So for you to be able to have correct trade that are going to give you a lot of money, make sure you draw the trend line correctly and follow the rules I have given in this video. If you got also now, before I go to the end of this video, how do you trade with trend line? I'm going to be talking about how to trade with trend line in subsequent videos. I'm going to make a video on how to trade. There are particularly two ways to trade trend line. You can trade the bounce and you can trade the break. I'm going to talk about how to trade these things in subsequent videos. So make sure you stick to this channel, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first to see them. So do that right now. And also, if you have a topic bothering you on how to trade the crypto or the forex market and you want to know about it, put it in the comment section and tell me so that I'll be looking at it and I'll be making subsequent videos about that topic. So see you in the next video.